Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to one more experiment. But this is a part 2. It's not often I do a part 2 of an experiment, but it was mentioned to me by one of the guys in the comments, Pedro Ganhao, that what we should do with the similar case of the worst player in Football Manager is to see how he would develop and if it would differ if he had 20 determination, 20 ambition and 20 professionalism. So as you can see in front of me, it's 20 determination on there with all other stats at 1. And then you can also see, if I get the player attributes up as well, that he's got 20 professionalism there, 20 temperament, and then 20 ambition. Is that correct? Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, because then temperaments, obviously, he's good as well. So there you go. So we've got all the stats in the right places. We'll just have to see how he does. We obviously, last time, if you missed it, go back, have a look at the last one where we just did the worst player in FM with full potential. He ended up finishing his career at Adelaide, spent a good little while at Manchester City, following moving to Mansfield, Preston, Charlton and Fulham. So it'll be interesting to see if he does have a different career path, if he does get better than he did in that save. And kind of what happens. So we'll jump ahead, take a look and see how he progresses. So here we are then. We are a year into the future. You can see, as similarly to last time, boost straight up. I think it's just basically because the game doesn't like a player having 1 stats in everything. But you can see that it is 7s, 8s all round, a couple of 1s and 4s in there as well though. When it comes to that, no appearances for the first team, but looks like there has been a few under 21s or 18 appearances for him, looking to develop as a right winger, fullback as well as a defensive midfielder, but other than that, not much has changed, nothing in his milestones. So we'll jump another year and take another look. So 2022 now, still at Man City, obviously 17 years old now, has been capped by England under 20s, which I'm not sure is something that the previous John Doe did. He has also developed his stats quite nicely, some 9s and 10s in there now, 11 strength as well, so he's really developing physically. You can see he's also starting to become awkward up top, and developing a little bit on the wing as well. Very professional, left-footed only. No appearances for the first team still, but he's still making appearances for the under 20 18s, 21s maybe. But again, we'll jump again ahead and take another look at him in a year or so. So we're at 2025 now, so 3 years on from our previous notice, and there's a lot to really look at. So you can see he's now developed in defensive midfield and as a striker. I mean, look at those attributes. You've got technique shot up to 14. I mean, all these golds. Determination is 19, so it has dropped slightly, so maybe an injury or something has got in the way there. Agility and balance is shot up in 17 and 16. Some great acceleration and pace. He likes to round the goalkeeper. That's a trait he's learned. He's now left-footed rather than only left-footed, and currently on loan at Coventry. Made 11 under 21 appearances, even scoring a goal for England as well there, which is, again, very, very interesting. But he's at Coventry on loan at the moment. I'd say probably a bit of a better loan than his loan to Mansfield Town in the previous experiment we did. He's also made an appearance for the Man City first team, which we know last time I had a bit of an issue with locating exactly who he had played for at that point. Let's see if we can find it a little easier this time. So oh wow, he won the European Under-21 Elite League with England, so he's already won a trophy technically and got promoted with Coventry. So I mean, I think that is a bit better than what our previous John Doe did. So he played against Burnley in 2024. So I'm not going to mess this up this time, surely. Hopefully anyway. Let's see. Let's go back to... Oh, I'm already messing it up, aren't I, boys? This is not good. Man City, here we go. Schedule, we'll go to the 2024. And it was it Burnley or Barnsley? I can't remember. Nope, it wasn't that one. Was it this one? No, I don't think it was. Okay, this has happened again. I'll be back in a sec when I find it. I found it, boys. It was the last game of the season in 2023-24. He even started the game by the looks of things. Didn't get a very good performance, though, playing a 6.0 a 6 overall. But there you have it. He's definitely improving a lot better already. It'll be interesting to see how far he can really go, if he can reach the full 200 potential he's got. But we'll jump again another 5 and see where he's at in his prime. Well, what a player we have here. He's now at Bayern Munich, valued at £82 million with £155,000 per week on wages. Still playing the striker, midfield, defensive midfielder roles. And look at those greens. Some of his best attributes: decisions, determination has gone down slightly. His agility's at 20, strength 18, pace, stamina, balance, all up there, 17s and 19s. Gets forward when possible, places shots, plays 1-2s, knocks ball past opponent, tries to play away out of trouble, and tries long range passes as well. I mean, what a player. And he's played 38 times for England, scoring 4 goals as well. £106 million transfer. So he's gone from all ones to £106 million transfer. So I have to say, it looks like determination, professionalism, and ambition are all key attributes in getting a player up to the best they can be. If you get a player with that, I'd say you'll be okay for how he progresses. Let's take a look at the milestones, though. Has he done much else? So he got his first international cap at age 21. Under 23 Division 1 champions. Then got the FA Cup and Community Shield winners with Man City. Then bought by Bayern, and he scored his first international goal against Wales, which is quite a nice one to get a goal against, certainly for England. We can also see that he was loaned out to Sheffield United the year after, who were playing in the Prem. Played a couple of seasons for Man City, and then since moving to Bayern this last season, he's performed very, very well. Can we see if he's in the starting lineup there? Yeah, playing a centre midfield role, 5 at the back with Doe just in there as well, with Moukoko up top. I mean, Bayern seem a big force to be reckoned with in this universe, certainly, and he's a key player for them as well. An Englishman going over to Germany, which we've seen a little bit of recently, especially. But we will jump ahead again, see how he gets on at the age of 30 and what path his career is taking him to then. Well, this just keeps getting better. Man United is his new club. 103 caps and 15 goals for England as well. I mean, I'd like to see how he's England's best player, playing that centre midfield role with the 4-2-3-1. Obviously, lots of people in there that we wouldn't know, but I saw Phil Foden on the bench, which was interesting. But there you go. He is the big guy. He is captain with Eddie Howe as manager, which a lot of people were pining for not too long ago. But you can see he's with Man United now, still looking very, very tasty. Long throws, penalty taking, free kicks. So dead balls aren't necessarily his specialism, but he obviously works hard. He's got fantastic vision, agility and balance is great. 5'10", so he's kind of the average height, as we said previously. A £75 million transfer to Man United after a hell of a time in Germany with Bayern. Making some big performances. We can see he's also doing that in Manchester as well. Let's take a look at his milestones then for this stage. We can see, so he won the Champions League with Bayern, which isn't a surprise looking at their team they had. And then obviously won recently the Community Shield with Man United. Where's he playing for Man United then? He is playing that centre midfield role, similarly to how he plays for England as well. Mbappe on the left and Adeyemi on the right. That's not a bad pairing on the wings with De Ligt at the back, commanding back there. But very, very nice to see. Did only get Europa League spot, so it'll be interesting to see if he does stick around there. But yeah, we'll jump ahead again, see how he goes in the latter stages of his career and what's next. 5 years on then, and he is now 35 at Everton. So he's stuck around in England. Still some fantastic attributes in there. Bravery's pretty low. Again, the static taking. Corners have gone up though. Physicals looking to decline, but still very, very good. Even at the age of 35, mentals are looking incredible. A good player still. 165 caps for England now with 29 goals. Still valued at £15 million, which isn't bad at all. Bought for 22 from Man United, where he again performed fantastically. I mean, I don't think he's really ever had much time where he hasn't performed well. There was maybe a little transition period between Man City and Bayern where he didn't perform as well as he has been. And obviously at the early stages on his loan spells where he was still finding his feet. But still an amazing player. Euros. He won the Euros with England there. Other than that, not many trophies to his name. I have to say, he's not won as much as I expected once we realised how good he was going to get. A legendary midfielder now, though, playing for Everton in the Premier League still. It'll be interesting to see what he does at retirement. If he does go into management or anything like that, or if retirement is it for him, and if he does go abroad to maybe the MLS, Australia, like we saw with the last John Doe going to Adelaide at the end of his career. But we'll take a look. We'll go jump another 5 years, see where he's at and what's gone on in his retirement. Here we are then. He has retired. Age 38 was his retirement year. 193 appearances, 31 goals for England in total, just off the 200 mark. And we can see he did end his career at Everton. 616 appearances over 7 clubs and 79 goals in total. I mean, a hell of a player. He even won the Champions League with Everton. He's that good that he can win it with Everton. I mean, what a player. He was shortlisted for World Footballer of the Year on 5 occasions, named England Player of the Year on 8 occasions, Europe Champions League Midfielder of the Season runner-up, and EuroLeague Cup Player of the Season runner-up. So he didn't quite win any of those, but he was still renowned as one of the best that has played. So there you have it. Determination, ambition, and professionalism. That was it. Are the 3 things you need in a player, and they can just become world beaters with a good potential by their side. That really helps a player develop. Certainly, as we've seen over the 2 kind of episodes we've done of this, the worst player getting better. So this John Doe has certainly improved on the last one. If you've got any other suggestions, absolutely leave them in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you guys. I do really enjoy doing this sort of thing, so let me know. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time.